Thames Water.
Yes,
That was
yes,
in the
yes.
80s.
Yes.
It was disbanded.
Yes.
And in those days, I've been a lot younger, older now than we were then, but the rivers then were a lot worse than they are now.
It doesn't matter,
It's
we
improved.
still, they may have improved, but we still need to. We shouldn't really have any raw sewage going into the rivers at all.
We shouldn't. We shouldn't.
At all.
But
it doesn't need to be
how much
there.
how much are you personally going to be willing to pay on your water bill for that?
Come off it, they give their shareholders.
Give their shareholders
No, that's a distraction.
Yes.
That's a distraction. Yeah,
the money is there.
The shareholders there.
Yes.
They're our money.
It's the cost of HS2 to do the whole thing. And
Don't
you don't
start
need
me on
you don't need to do
HS2.
it all. Okay, and we're probably united again. I hate HS2 as well.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that it won't be built overnight. I'm not saying that we shouldn't do it. We shouldn't stop pressure. It's like building a massive, the biggest project you can think of. Not every sewer needs to be ripped up right now, but lots of the sewage works need to be upgraded. Lots of other organisations.
Well, the one at
need to
Northcroft
improve
is reasonably modern.
Okay.
And even that
It's not good enough.
chucks it out.
Yeah.
So Thames Water need to get their act together.
Yeah. And the other problem is houses. Do we want to build any more houses around here? Is it going to be affordable for our children? I mean, you're talking about your grandchildren.
Yes.
I want my children. They can't currently afford to buy a house around here. So, unfortunately, we are the source of sewage. And I hope you're not recording that.
No, that was just not there. Listen, thank you,
Right, yes. Cheers.
Good luck.
All sorts of disguises these days.
Yeah, I don't trust them either.
Good.
Come along with two people. So excellent.
Climate change, so we'll have to sort of hide it, but it does make a really nice noise.
Oh, okay.
And I've got some more here.
It's all the same.
Does anybody want one? No to raw sewage.
Okay, he'll spot you in a minute. He'll know who it is.
Are you still progressing?
I think I've plateaued. Yes, I think so. And I'm not going to...
Way, come on everybody, I'm recording this one on video.
Has two O's, which like getting circles right on a post is always a bit tricky.
Got it?
One of the things
Around the back. I need to go around the back.
When we had
Okay, all right.
Thank you very much everyone for coming. Steve, my colleague, organised it. It's disappeared inexplicably, but I'm sure he'll be back. Just to let you know what's happening, just to let you know what's happening about the logistics. We're not going to be going into the council chamber because of COVID and the social restrictions. There physically isn't the room in there. It's smaller than it was when we went in for the climate emergency demonstration. So at 7 o'clock the meeting will begin, and around about 1:15 we think they're going to get to the petition. So what I've said to the guys who've got the drums, if you go around the back of the council building at 7 when we've all gone in for the meeting, we will message down to let you know when the petition debate is starting, and then the idea is to make a hell of a lot of noise, do some chanting, make the councillors understand that there's a lot of people here and they're really worried about pollution in the rivers. So if that's all right with you guys, I will let Nigel and Helen from XR lead you around the back of the drum.
Is the meeting on Zoom then?
The meeting is on Zoom, yes. Councillors at least have got COVID and obviously won't be here tonight, but we have to be mindful of the fact that we can't all go in there because it's not going to happen. Steve will probably want to say something when he comes back.
See you now.
Steve?
There he is.
Hi everybody. Before we have to head in, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's come, and hopefully we'll get a good result, but that remains to be seen. So I know Caroline's explained about making some noise from about 7 o'clock, just round after once we've gone in really, round on the far side. But what's going to happen in the meeting tonight is when we get to the petition, that's going to be debated for about 15 minutes. I get to speak for 5 minutes beforehand and reintroduce it. In all likelihood it will get voted down by the Conservative group, depending on how many people they've got in. I would imagine that they'll work quite hard to get enough people in to defeat it. There's also then 2 other sewage motions on the agenda. One of them is from the Conservative group themselves, which is very, very weak. It doesn't require the local MPs to explain why they voted to keep low standards and low sanctions on the water companies, etc., which is one of the main tenets of my original petition. In all likelihood, so that we'll be debating that, and then in all likelihood my second motion.
Keep our rivers clean! Fish not feces, 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 keep our rivers clean!
Fish not feces, keep our rivers clean! Fish not feces, keep our rivers clean! Fish not feces, keep our rivers clean!
What's the noise? Come on!
Fish not feces, keep our rivers clean! Fish not feces, keep our rivers clean! Fish not feces, keep our rivers clean! Fish not
Just imagine when they're really well.
Is that for security?
Admittedly, that's 2.5 years ago. Fire escape? Fire safety.
Fire safety, right. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I suppose we could get lost up there and you need to account for everybody that... Yes.
We don't want to lose anybody, Tony. Well, not from our side.
Fish not feces, keep our rivers clean. Fish not feces. Fish not